People, today's lesson is, I don't show you too much training. We're showing you how to correctly train your traps. So you see a lot of people do a lot of shoulder shrugs and, you know, just, you know, moving, just having the motion, but not really targeting what you're supposed to be targeting. When you're doing, if you decide to isolate, because most people don't isolate their traps, most people incorporate it with shoulders or they don't work them at all. But if you're like me, someone who really works on incorporating training your traps, as you see here, I'm warming up. You have your front part, you have your back, and you have your rear. So earlier in this video, you see me working, my the front part, which is the basic. Most people do that because, that's what they think is it. And they figure if they squeeze at the top and they train their shoulders, that's enough. But in actuality, that's not enough. So you have to do your rears as well, which I've learned over the years. As you can see here, I increased the weight. In the beginning, I'm warming up. I know I'm horrible with the timing, but I'm just like, I want to get this information in because it's valid information for you all to know how to correctly train your traps. It's not just shoulder shrugging, it's finding that proper weight, squeezing at the top, and really contracting that muscle. Those people are like, you don't have no neck, da, da, da. Okay, well, mine is very strong, and I'm glad about that. So here I'm working the rear, which, believe it or not, when I first started that exercise in my training, it was very hard to do. Now it's easy, which is why I tell people you train your body to do what you want it to do. Now, I do that with no conviction. I can get up to as much as 225 or more doing those in reverse, and I'm just doing it at home. So, in my home gym. So, you have people that just, say whatever. But that's how you train, and then as you see, I superset. I thought I did that on these. I superset, which is where you work your sides. This is the one where most people do the basic. And I used to do that. I used to go to a certain gym I used to love going to years ago, and a guy shared all the different angles with me. Cool dude. It was him and his wife, and they used to train together, and he shared like little tricks that he was doing to train his traps because he saw me work. He's like, man, you really put in work. He's like, you don't see too many people do that. It's not too many of us doing it. Most people have, they incorporate it in other ways, which there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to really focus and isolate your traps, as you see here, you work your rear, and it's not just, as you see, it's not just going through the motion. You're standing straight and you're squeezing at the top. You're making sure you get that squeeze at the top. There's no wiggle, it's total body control, mind to muscle connection, slow controlled reps if you can, and you're squeezing at the top to develop that particular muscle. And again, here I'm supersetting, with the dumbbells, and I'm working the sides. And when I tell you, you feel it, you feel a burn. If you're doing it properly, you feel a burn. Your arms should not be tired. You should not be like, oh, my arms or my triceps. None of that should be hurting. If you're controlling the right muscle, if you're training your traps properly, your traps should really be going through it, So take these notes, like, subscribe, and stay tuned because we got plenty more. Have the best